as we'll see Baker Mayfield and the New York Giants taking on Matthew Stafford and the Washington football team.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Harris, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Harris,
and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year. You guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
James White's first carry takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mayfield now from the 50. This is White on the screen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
From the 17, Mayfield setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Finding Harris over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And a Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 4.
As a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Higgins. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Trey Edmonds. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford slings this deep from the and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and goal. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to Mike
Gesicki.
Touchdown,
his
Washington.
5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RP...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's another carry for Harris. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the 6-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the and oh, that is going to be a safety. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Number 53, Mike 53. They can't hang with us. Kill. Turn up. Hey, alert 33. 53's to Mike. 53. Check 53.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield, and it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And that makes it a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Washington 12. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And a Washington first down.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Stafford on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
To the air again, Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Come on!
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit with a big play.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's make these babies point it right. Hey, watch the edge. Run. Check 3. Jump.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, check 24.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's going to be marked out very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock.
Giants 28, Washington 19. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 9. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Stafford. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Intended for
was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now Stafford.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining there now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much. Maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mayfield to throw, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Giants 36.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.